on some of your work is to do with breathing. What is it, and why should we care about breathing?
Yeah, the work that we do around breathing, again, sort of we break it down into three parts. We break it down into the mind, so being able to use breathing to elicit a calm state. And the reason why you're able to do that is because by controlling your rate and depth of breathing, it directly accesses your autonomic nervous system and can shift that part of your nervous system into a calm state, which is what we call a parasympathetic state. The second part of the breathing is working on the mechanics of breathing. So improving your breathing mechanics is really important because that's how you get better access to your diaphragm, the primary breathing muscle of breathing. And that's a really important muscle in terms of strength and power production, and even has a huge effect on endurance. And then the last part of the breathing training is the CO2 tolerance, improving your tolerance towards higher levels of CO2. And often, we think of breathing as an oxygenation, but actually our breathing rate and depth is set on your internal CO2 levels. And really all breathing training is CO2 tolerance training. Anytime you do breathing training, it is CO2 tolerance training. So yeah, it's those three pillars integrated into a performance breathing package.
Would that sort of breathing that you're talking about, is that quite important for your athletes, or is that sort of general population? What would be the sort of the main one there?
Yeah, definitely general population. Everyone needs the stuff. Everyone has access to the stuff because it's tapping into our internal body systems that are designed, intricately designed to regulate our state. So our emotional state, our physical state. I think we tend to think that what athletes get is different from what the general population get. It's the same thing, it's just applied in a different way, right? Like you understand that with the strength and conditioning work you do. It's the same exercises applied, or often the same exercises, just applied in a different way to suit the individual, whether that be a high performance athlete or, yeah, like you say, just your general population.
Yeah, all the fundamentals. You certainly need to get them down pat for all levels of performance, general and athletic.
Yeah, as you know, like most of the time, it's actually the fundamentals that are missing from elite level performance. So you have these elite level performers who get up to a very high level, but maybe don't have really solid foundations, whether that be in terms of their mindset or their movement, muscle and balance.
Yeah.
It's like building a house on shoddy foundations, and once you get to the top and you realize that things aren't going right, you often don't look back towards getting the foundations right. You try to make things even more convoluted, which is like a big mistake I see very often.
Yeah, fully agree.